All right, welcome. Today we are digging into a source video that makes some absolutely wild claims about the moon. We're talking about a version of our closest celestial neighbor that, if any of it were true, would completely change how we see our place in the universe.
So what if everything we think we know about the moon is just wrong? That's the question this source material kicks off with. And look, it isn't just asking us to reconsider a few facts here and there. Nope, it's challenging the entire foundation of lunar science.
Right, so this is where the source video really draws a line in the sand. It pits everything we've been taught about the moon against what it calls shocking new data. Data it claims was uncovered by, of all people, SpaceX.
So on one hand, you've got the story we all know, right? The moon is a big, geologically dead rock, a natural satellite formed from a massive impact billions of years ago. But on the other side, well, the source paints a totally different picture. It talks about artificial structures, regular signals, vast hollow areas, even an engineered alloy. Things that, it argues, just don't have a natural explanation.
So you have to ask, how could anyone possibly find all this stuff? Well, according to the video, the key is brand new scanning technology. We're talking things like deep penetrating radar and, get this, something called quantum resonance mapping. Now, the source doesn't really explain what that is, but the claim is that this tech let them see beneath the moon's surface in a way no one ever has before.
Okay, so what did this fancy new tech supposedly find down there? Let's start peeling back the layers of this mystery, starting with the incredible structures it claims are hiding just beneath the lunar dust.
And the list of discoveries is, well, it sounds less like geology and a lot more like architecture. The source talks about huge underground hollow areas, clear straight grids, massive domes, and it all supposedly has this mathematical regularity. The video's argument is that this kind of precision, it just has to be the work of intelligence.
And here's a really crucial point from the source video. These things weren't just missed by accident. The claim is that they were found in these permanently shadowed regions of the moon, the places that are always dark. And the video even suggests that previous missions might have intentionally stayed away from these spots.
Okay, finding weird, ancient structures is one thing. But what if the moon isn't just some dead relic? What if it's an active, functioning system? What if it was actually sending out signals?
And that's exactly where the story goes next. It shifts from these static, buried objects to things that are actually happening. The source claims there are rhythmic pulses coming from deep underground, weird moonquakes that seem connected to these structures, and even localized electromagnetic fields that are laid out like some kind of giant antenna.
And then we get to this specific number, 143. Why is that important? Because according to the source, a low-frequency pulse was picked up and it was repeating like clockwork every 143 minutes, and it was supposedly coming from deep inside one of those hollow areas we just talked about.
But here's the part that's supposed to be really mind-blowing. According to the video, it's the precision of this pulse. It doesn't just fade away, no, it stops cold, and then it starts back up exactly 24 hours later. The source argues there's just no way a natural geological process could be that precise. It's artificial.
All right, so this is where we get to what the source video presents as its smoking gun, the big one, the discovery of a physical thing that by all accounts just shouldn't be there.
So the story goes like this. A small probe was sent to do some drilling near the moon's south pole. They're drilling down, and at about 90 meters deep, they expect to hit bedrock. But they don't. Instead, the drill hits this unbelievably hard, totally unexpected layer of something else.
And this base layer, as they call it, acted in a way that's just completely alien to anything we know about lunar geology. As the drill tried to push through, it apparently started making these resonant sounds, these complex wave patterns. The early analysis? Whatever this was, it wasn't natural rock.
And this is the claim straight from the source. Analysis suggested a complex alloy, its elements arranged in a crystal lattice, unlike anything found in nature. So let's be clear. They're not saying they found a new kind of rock. They're claiming they found a sophisticated, engineered material, something manufactured.
So let's just play along for a second. If any of this were true, what would it actually mean for us? According to the source, the implications aren't just big, they would be revolutionary for every single person on Earth.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, it does.
The video also claims that when an orbital probe flew through one of those strong electromagnetic fields, its super-precise atomic clock showed a tiny time discrepancy. The speculation they put forward is wild. Maybe it's a localized warp in space-time. It's almost as if the moon itself is bending time to keep its secrets.
You can just imagine the ripple effects. The source claims it would be a total paradigm shift. I mean, scientists would have to rethink everything they know about the moon's origins. You'd see a new, frantic space race kick off overnight. And just think about us. Our whole philosophy about being alone in the universe would be shattered. We'd even have to go back and look at old myths, like the doggone people's stories about an artificial satellite, and wonder, did they know something?
In the end, the source video doesn't give us any neat answers. Instead, it just leaves us hanging with this really provocative question. What is the moon? Is it a message someone left for us to find? Is it a guardian watching over us or protecting something else? Or is it just a giant, ancient tomb? The video suggests that whatever the truth is, our journey to understand the cosmos has really only just begun.